Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's second down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do, and we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go, defense.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, and that's complete to Jeffrey.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 36, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many
three-syllable word.
syllables. Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Side of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. Tyrone Crawford in there to bury it for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Wentz. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Well, it's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right, escaping the pressure. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the draw, here's Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset on third down. Pollard. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Wentz will try again on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.